Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're gonna just be doing a Kindle Unlimited vlog because why not? I have some of these Kindle Unlimited physical books, so you might see me picking up the Kindle Unlimited physical book of the book that I'm reading. But first one we're gonna be reading is Zodiac Academy. This whole series is on KU and I keep going back and forth. I start off on my Kindle and then I go to the book, and then I try to read the physical copy throughout the day, and then at nighttime I read on my Kindle. Also got a new tripod for my camera. I started this maybe a couple days ago. I honestly really haven't been reading much. I've just been playing Sims on my computer. I know guys, I know. So I really want to make a dent in this today. I am on page 114. Plan is to read a lot. I do have a lot of editing to do. I'm so behind on editing. It's ridiculous at this point. My thing is that I think what I'm going to start doing when I do these vlogs is that I'm going to start editing as I'm vlogging, because I wait till the last minute and I update all the footage that I get and everything like that, and then I don't realize how much I film and talk about the same thing over and over again. I'm about to read for a little bit. You guys don't know what Zodiac Academy is about. It's about Tori and Darcy. They thought that they were mortal, I guess, right? Not mortal, what do you call that? From Earth. They're not from Earth. They're from Solaria, which is a fake world, but it's just a mirror of Earth. And they're just figuring out that they have all this magic and power, and that their parents were the queen and prince of, king and queen of Solaria. There's just a lot going on and we're getting into the mix of it. So hey guys, good morning. It is Tuesday and I have been trying to explain to you guys what exactly Zodiac Academy is about, and every time I go to record my camera died or my kids interrupt it. But I think before my camera died I kind of got a little bit of it out. So yeah, we're just following Darcy and Tori as they figure out this fake world, and they have the queen status, and they need to figure out how to stay alive and make it to the reckoning and past the reckoning so that they can keep moving forward in Zodiac Academy. We have this person called the Fallen Star who messaged them, and we still don't know who they are, but they are insinuating that how do you say his name? Orion? How he didn't give them the full truth as the story keeps going on, if I remember correctly, because this is a reread for me, that he keeps on slowly giving them a little bit more information, and they try to figure out who it is, but I believe they don't figure out who the Fallen Star is. I don't know what book they figured out, because even when I got to book 4, I think we still didn't know exactly who it was, if I remember correctly. So I have been reading this series. Well, I started this series when they were still coming out with the book. So I got to book 4, and then after that I was like, I cannot wait for the next book. I need to just move on and wait till the full series is complete. And I'm glad I decided that, because there's 10 books now, I believe, and this blows my mind. I mean, it's an amazing series. All their series that I have read so far have been pretty good. I still need to read Kings of Quarantine. That series, I read the first book a while ago. I think that was during COVID, I think, actually, or it was COVID was just we were just able to go back out into the world and things like that. But then I never got on to the next book. I started it, but then I don't know why I stopped it. It wasn't because of anything in the book. I think there were just other books that had my interest more at the time. So I do have all those books, the physical copies now of those books. I do want to eventually read them, and they are all on KU. So we're gonna see. I really do like Caroline Peckham and Valentine. I can't remember her first name is. I do love their writing. So Peckham and Valentine's writing, I really enjoy it. And there's a lot of more of their series that I do want to eventually read, but there's so many books out that I want to read, but I just still haven't gotten to, that I obviously want to get to. I am a little bit more than halfway through it, so the goal is going to be to finish it today and edit once I'm done. So much editing I need to do. I ended up filming yesterday my wrap up for May. I need to edit and post that, but I want to actually see the footage before editing and stuff like that, because I think I might have rushed. I haven't read much. I'm on only chapter 13. We see how Orion, is how you say his name? I feel like that's wrong. Orion? Just comment down below how you pronounce the name, because obviously I'm not gonna get it. And Darius know each other. We just don't know how or what they're planning or things like that. You see the other pairs kind of just going with the flow. They don't like them, but then they kind of like them because they give them this sweet side. The girls are still learning the world, so they see somebody being nice to them and they think they're being nice to them, and then they switch and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? So they basically think that this world is literally crazy. They're not understanding how the guys are not understanding how they don't want the throne, but I think they don't understand that it doesn't matter if they don't want the throne, that they're still gonna have the chance to fight for it, because that world is all about power. So it's just going pretty darn good. I'm actually switching to reading it on my Kindle now. I'm gonna continue reading, seeing what's about to go down, because we're getting to some juicy parts. They're also getting the daily horoscopes, and in those daily horoscopes they're getting like little hints of how the day is going to go and who they can trust, who they can't trust. They're getting other signs that they should watch out for, things like that. So these horoscopes are really important to see how their day is going to go. I really enjoy their writing. It just makes me want to read more of their books. I was looking at the back of the book to see like all the other series that they had. I didn't know they had so many that I need to get to. We're gonna keep reading here. That's Bomb Drop. So Fallen Star is kind of giving them more information. They're kind of asking questions on like what did he mean by like questioning things about Orion and things like that. And Fallen Star basically, I believe the House of is it a Crux? I don't even know. Was involved in the death of your birth parents. That's big. That is huge. Oh, look at my sweet girl. Hey guys, I am almost done. It is Wednesday, by the way. It's Wednesday. It feels like a Friday, to be quite honest, but it's only Wednesday. My kids are sick. I think my daughter has croup. It has been just a week, to be quite honest. Every time I try to do like one of these long week vlogs, there's like 20 million things happening at one time in my household. Like my throat, I have a sore throat. I'm pretty sure my daughter has croup or crope. I don't know. We got some. I think they said like after 14 days, if they still have it, then we need to go in to get antibiotics, if I read that correctly online. I don't know. I'm probably going to do more research on it here soon. We're here for the book update, not my life update. So I'm 73% in. I have an hour and 57 minutes left in the book. So that's the goal for today, to finish that and then figure out what other KU book I want to read next. I don't know if I'm going to jump right into the next book in here or what I'm going to do yet. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see like what my mind wants then once I'm finished. I've just been so exhausted. Like today I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna look cute. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm staying literally in my husband's t-shirt and some shorts and calling it a day. I have a little task I need to do around the house today. I'm at the part where like the main leader of the ASS she ends up getting attacked and Orion ends up saving her. But what the girls know, they don't know if that was like he meant to it, like if he was the one attacking her or how everything went. It's not really sure. But then they also got to interact with I think they're called nymphs. They're like the darker fae, and what they do is that they suck basically the magic out of faes and they take their power, and that's how they get power. And they experienced something like that. They heard like this rattling noise, and I'm guessing that rattling noise made it so that they couldn't use their powers. I don't know. It was just wild, crazy, and I'm just like with my mouth open because so much was happening. Also, the hairs were like super nice to them that whole night, and the next morning it's just giving me like what's about to happen next. I can't remember all the details, but I do remember, like as I'm reading, I remember things. I feel like they change up their tunes really quick is what I'm getting from here. So we're gonna see how it goes. I honestly might just jump into the second book after this, depending on how it ends, because I do know that these books end on cliffhangers, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like 99% sure that they do. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm looking at my bookshelf to see what other books are on KU that I have physical copies of, just because I am trying to go through my physical copies as well, and that kind of just like balances it out for me, just because I do read so much on my Kindle. Literally when I travel, that's basically the one thing I take, and then like one physical book. We do plan on traveling back home this summer. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna get to reading, and then I'll be back to update you guys once I'm finished with book number 1 of Zodiac Academy, The Awakening. Hey guys, it is Thursday. As you can tell, I am actually, my throat is super sore. Not even sore. I think I said this yesterday, but it just feels like I have a knot there. So I just finished The Awakening, the first book in the Zodiac Academy series. So I literally thought that we weren't gonna find out who the fallen star was, but we do find out in book 1 and things like that. We see how cruel the hairs are to them at the end of this book, but then we also see a different side of Orion. Is that how you say his name? I feel like that's not correct. But we see this side to him that like he literally rips into Darius at the end of this book, and basically is like, I thought you were better than your parents or something crazy like that. And you could tell that really affected Darius, but also something like shifted in Darius when him and Tori were talking before he did what he did to her. I don't know if they know about mates yet, well, not that I don't know, they don't know about mates yet, but if I have to guess, the way that they keep feeling, Darcy keeps feeling towards Orion, I would say that they might be mates. And then the shift at the end between Tori and Darius might make them mates as well, because this is not a reverse harem, which I know we're all used to me reading, but it's not a reverse harem. I am giving this book 4.5 stars, which is the same thing I gave it the first time I read it, I believe. It's really good. I can't wait to like keep going with the series. I think what I really love about their writing is that there's always like this mystery to their writing, at least in like the Ruthless Boys series. There was like that whole mystery with Elise's brother and her going to that academy, to Aurora Academy, to like figure out what happened to her brother. So in this one, we're obviously going much more deeper into everything that's going on. So the Ruthless Boys series is set before Zodiac Academy. Crazy. And then I believe there's another series that's after Zodiac Academy. So obviously I want to get through Zodiac Academy to then go into that next series. I just love the Solaria world. I just love a good fae book, one that's like built the way that this whole series, all 3 series are probably built. I just love it. Like I said, I like this mystery of someone trying to kill them and us trying to figure out who and why are they doing that. I really like Tori and Darcy. In the next book, they're going to realize that they need to like get their shit together and like try to defeat these haters to be able to even have a standing chance at like anything, because right now they're kind of just like the mock of the school because they have no they're just learning the basics of magic and cohesion and all that stuff. So it should be going good. I have no clue what book I'm going to read next. I do have an arc that I need to read, which is called, and I believe it is going to be on KU. It comes out I think tomorrow if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Oh, Come Break My Heart by C.W. So I believe this book is set like in the past and present. So like I think it's like almost like every other chapter we're getting a past and present. I have no clue what it's about, but like I know it's a second chance romance, so we're gonna see what that's about. I'm actually about to go maybe read a chapter or see what it's about, and then I want to finish editing my video and doing my thumbnail before I continue reading today. It's so weird having a bigger dog now, and I know with us getting a dog soon after Zoe, which I think Zoe just sent him to us, to be quite honest, because of everything that I went through. He reminds me so much of her. It's like the weirdest things that he does reminds me that no other dog has ever done except Zoe, and it just like warms my heart, but it also like really hurts. Like I literally sit up at nighttime sometimes, where I just stay up at nighttime and just like miss her, look at old pictures of her, and just like basically sob my eyes out. I do it when my husband's not around because I know he hates seeing me upset, and I don't want to make him upset because I'm upset. Still something that I'm still obviously dealing with and struggling with, but I think not that it helps a little bit more having him, but just like the little, like I said, just the little things that he does that she used to do, it's like he was just sent for us. And the way that we got him, we weren't looking for a dog. I don't know if I explained this before, but we were not looking for a dog. I specifically told my husband that I did not want a dog for a very long time. The way that he was just brought into our life was just like another sign. And I've talked to, even before like I accepted him, I talked to so many people, my sister, my friend, about it, and they were like, I think this is like a sign, like I think you should get him. Still learning. He turns one this month, so he's still a little puppy. Not a little puppy, he's a big puppy because he takes up half the house. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to that now. So I really need to read it tonight and get my review and all that up for it. If you guys don't know, I post all my reviews on my Goodreads, and I do post on my Bookstagram account, which is Reading with a Scorpio as well. And my Goodreads is the same thing, goodreads.com/reading with a Scorpio. Literally have everything the same so that I don't forget it. I will update you guys on this. Okay guys, I'm in the spare bedroom. Let me open this window a little bit. I am literally so sick. It's disgusting. You can definitely tell. You can hear the congestion in my voice. I am feeling terrible. Best believe I am still reading. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Come Break My Heart Again is. This is like a third chance romance. So they had this fling writer, and her name is Elodie, but she goes by Ellie or something like that. So they had this fling. They are in this really small town, and in this town it's basically made up of all like the very well-off people, and then there's this trailer park that obviously has all the lower class and things like that, which they are known as tubes. He keep hearing me sniffle. I'm trying not to because I know how annoying that is, but like I literally cannot help
help it. Ryder is from the 2s and Elle is a 1. So they had like this little fling freshman year, and she ended up losing her virginity to him then, but then he ended up leaving and moving away for 2 years. Now senior year he is back and she is like in shock and doesn't know what to do. She obviously loves this guy and she thought her feelings for him went away, but they obviously have not went away. So we're getting the past, which is their senior year, him coming back, them kind of dealing with their feelings, but then during that time she also has a boyfriend, but it's more of like a relationship that her mom wants her to be in. Like she doesn't have any attraction to this guy, she sees him more as a friend, and she kind of just dated him just so that their moms can get off of their back. So we're seeing this past and present, and we're getting little hints of like what could have happened in the past. So all we know is that Riker just got out of jail and he's been in there maybe the past 5 years or something like that. In the past, I think we're going to slowly start seeing what ended up landing him in jail. So I don't think the writer is a bad person. I think he was just there at the wrong time, got caught up, and that was that. I'm really liking getting the past, but I feel like we could have got these little bits of information in the present, because what's going on in the present is so much more, because it feels like every time she moves on, Ryder ends up popping back up in her life. It makes her all confused because that's her true love, that's her one love. Also, why he was away in jail, which he didn't know until recently, until he got out, she was visiting his mom once a month, and I don't know if that just touches a part of him. I don't know if he wants to be angry or something like that, because each time he's the one who has ended things with her and has broken her. I'm kind of nervous to see how this is going to play out. She currently has a boyfriend named Preston and she just graduated from law school, so I don't know how this is all going to work out. Tucker is marrying Elle's best friend, so they already knew they were going to run into each other eventually, but they run into each other much sooner, and it's just getting very tense, and like they're trying her best to avoid everything, but like the past is just coming up and rushing and hitting her, and she's having anxiety attacks. She's just having so much going on. Also lost a sister when she was younger, when she was about 12, I believe, and her parents have basically wanted her to be this perfect child and live her sister's life is how she feels. So she's just struggling with like figuring out what she truly wants to do, or following her parents and doing what they say. I don't know, it's pretty good so far. I'm really liking it. I'm about to be 50% into it. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep reading and watching my show. Okay guys, I look so sick and deathly that I'm so sorry that you guys have to see me like this. I finished Come and Get Me. I mean, not Come and Get Me, Come and Break My Heart Again or something like that. I believe that's what I said it was, which I think by the time I edit this video and get it out, it's probably going to be out by then. It is going to be on KU, so that's why I added it to this KU reading vlog. I think I'm gonna do a Kindle Unlimited book recommendation video. I'm gonna try to put out more recommendation videos as well. I feel like those do really well on my page. But yeah, sorry about looking like death and sounding the way that I'm sounding, but I ended up giving that book 5 stars. I went into it not really knowing what it was gonna be about. I just thought that it was gonna be like a second chance romance. It's more like a third chance romance, you know, third time's the charm, and that kind of was like the vibe that I got from this. So like I said before in the other book, we're getting past and present. We get dual point of view. We see that we just see them work through their shit, and you understand why Ryder did what he did by pushing her away. He wasn't being selfish. He just wanted her to just live her life, be happy, and get everything that she deserved, so that he knew all she ever wanted was him. It was just made me not upset, but like very emotional reading it. You also find out that his mother has a very chronic illness, and we see that like she has done so many things throughout the year for his mom, being there, visiting her without him ever knowing about it. I don't know, it was just very heartwarming, and I just loved it, because we have like this billionaire woman, because her family comes from money, and there's a low-class man who can never give her anything that she could ever possibly want, as in more like material things. But like he didn't understand that like she didn't ever want anything material from him. All she ever wanted was him. She could be herself around him and not put on this act and fake smile and do things that she didn't want to do just to please her parents or whatever the case. Like he brought her out of her shell. Once he notices that is when it all goes well. I swear it ended, and I just wanted more of their story. Like, give me their whole life. I need it in a book. I want their whole life. I want to see them having kids. I want to see every step of their life. And usually in books like this, when I feel this way after reading it, I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, it's a 5-star for me. And this is a 5-star because it left me wanting more, because Ryder got the shitty end of the stick of something that that shouldn't have happened to him happened to him, and he missed out on 7 beautiful years with his mom and the love of his life. It was just such a good book, and I loved it, and I hope everybody reads it and loves it just as much as I do. But yeah, I hope you guys really go check out that book whenever it comes out. It was just everything. I've been having a lot of luck with arcs lately. Really good ones. Maybe I might just do a whole video on arcs that I read over the past couple months so that I can just have them all down in one video and recommend them to you guys all. I found so many good authors too from arcs. I don't know, I think that's why I like reading arcs too. I usually try to read 1 or 2 a month. Some months I don't get any at all, but that's okay. And I literally thought that this one was coming out June 7th, and obviously it's coming out the 14th, so I had time and I absolutely devoured it in literally a day. I literally slept, woke up, and finished it. Like what, who, how, when, and why? Like start the second book in the Zodiac Academy. What is it? Ruthless Fae. That's what we are gonna be currently reading, but we're ending this vlog. But yeah guys, I will see you guys in the next video. I really wanted to get more books into this Kindle Unlimited reading vlog, but obviously I couldn't do that. We'll see how it goes. I do plan on doing this again eventually, just because I do read a lot of KU books. Literally that's where I spend most of my time, on my Kindle. If I don't have the physical book, it's on my Kindle. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Comment down below also what type of video you guys, or do you guys like the vlog styles, or do you guys just like recommendation videos? Because trust me, I have a lot of books to recommend. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.